another edition of Spilling the Kicks. We will just wait for tonight's guest to join us, as always. I'll just get myself organised. Hello, mate.
G'day, mate.
How are you, buddy?
Good, yourself?
I'm very well. Thank you for joining me, mate, on Spilling the Kicks here on a Thursday night.
No problems.
Yes. How you been? How's hairdressing going at the moment?
We've been back open for the last 3 weeks, so it's going okay. It's not as busy as it used to be, but some people are still coming in, so it's good.
Yeah, Joel needs to get back in. He loves his hair, mate. He needs to get in there all the time, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, he came in on our first week, so he was pretty happy to be back.
He was, and he was showing off his bike. He had his bike in the front of the shop in one of the pictures, so he was telling everybody about that. That's my bike in Rockit Barber. So
It's a bloody nice bike, I'll tell you that much.
Which one? He's got about 20 of them. It's ridiculous.
I've got no idea which one it is. It's the black and gold one.
He's got a truckload of them.
Yeah.
So hey, you know how this works, mate. We wanted to ask you, what have you been wearing this week with sneakers and kicks and that? Now you're back hairdressing, mate.
Well, I wear a pair of Stan Janikowski's at work. They're just the plain black ones with the Tiffany edition sort of colorway.
That's a bit swanky. Good, nice.
Well, I was quite lucky. I've sort of got them at the Nike outlet store, and so I bought them, and it was pretty cool.
Oh, very good. Hey, what have you got to show me tonight, mate?
Well, my favourite kicks that I wear quite a lot are these ones here.
Oh, yes, we know these well. These are beautiful.
They're the Air Max 180s. They came out sort of around 92, if I'm correct.
Yep.
So that's actually a re-released pair. I got probably about 6 or 7 years ago.
Good. I was going to say, those are 92, mate. They were holding up very well if they were the originals.
Yeah, I wish they were the originals. I've got a pair of original ones I'll show you in a couple of minutes, but I've got those ones in 98.
Oh, nice.
But they're not the Air Max 180s. They're another one. So they're pretty cool.
Yeah, they're good. Hey, I was watching a bit of the Tinker Hatfield documentary today. I think I've watched it about 50 times, and he talks about the wear on some of the stuff he made. Do you find yours wear really well, your Air Maxes?
Yeah, I find them really well because, I've been wearing Air Maxes at work, probably for the last, I'd say, 13, 14 years.
Yeah.
And they work really well. With working in the barber shop, I need to have shoes that don't have mesh on top. So I need them sort of fully covered because otherwise hair gets stuck in them, and it's pretty annoying. So,
well, hey, I want to show you something. So I know you're a bit of a cyclist, so I want to show you my cycling shoes. But these are my indoor cycling shoes. I know you boys are outdoor cyclists, but so I've been using these Metcon Sports. Yeah. I do a bit of indoor cycling. We've got a fit bike, so I use these. I actually started using them as cross training. I picked these up about 6 months ago. They're no good for anything else. They're no good for sideways movement. Maybe because I brought them a bit big, but yeah. So they're my cycling shoes. Joel hates them. When I was showing him the other day, these are my cycling shoes. But you do an indoor cycle.
They actually look like the Trunners from the Jordan Trunners from about 2000, 2001.
You're exactly right. That's what Joel said too. And we got to show everyone, for some reason, loves looking at treads. I don't know why. It's a big thing on our stuff. And they're not too bad. I like them. These are my indoor shoes. So they're probably one of the only pairs of shoes I'm allowed to wear in the house because get yelled at for other shoes that have been outside because get called piss shoes. You get that? So, hey, they're mine. They were good value too. They're only about $160 and I picked those up. But they wear really well. I suppose I only wear them inside.
Yeah.
But I wanted to see your fire, mate, because I know you've done some research. So I want to see your runners. Mine are just nothing.
Yeah. So these ones, they're the Air Max 180s, and as you can see, I've worn the hell out of them.
That's good.
But I did buy 2 pairs, 7 years ago. So I've got another pair upstairs, which I just cracked out probably about 6 weeks ago.
Nice.
So they're there for the good occasions. You can even see that the sole's coming apart.
Yeah, they've been worn well, haven't they?
Yeah, but they're beautiful shoes. They're probably my favorite ones that I wear. You can wear them with shorts. You can wear them with jeans. They're just they are the best kicks, and I love them because with the history, they came out just before the '92 Olympics, and they were the running shoes that most of those guys were wearing. Sort of.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing how much that running style's changed too. That's got a whole lot of pieces.
It's because I don't have brand loyalty. I don't care about brands, So I'll wear a pair of Adidas. I'll wear a pair of Nikes. I'll wear a pair of Jordans. Like my first ever running pair of shoes that I actually got, probably when I was about 14 years old. After I was pushing trolleys at a supermarket back in New Zealand, were a pair of Avias that had the dial on the top.
Oh yeah. The lace. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, look, that's how old I am. So, we're talking, early 90s again.
Yep.
So I had those shoes and they, I thought they were the coolest shoes. But then, I found out, probably about 5-6 years later that I've got a foot which has got a massive arch and a dial on the top is the worst thing for shoes, especially because I've got absolutely no pressure. It's just really, really weird. And, so most of my shoes, I can't really get away with wearing the sock ones because it's just the pressure coming down on my arch because I wear orthotics. So every pair of shoes I get, rip out the insoles.
Yeah, put your orthotics in.
Put my orthotics in. Like I've got, I think 9 pairs of orthotics.
Goodness. It's a collection unto itself.
Well, 3 of them are specifically for my cycling shoes.
Yep.
And then I've got, I've got running ones, I've got, dress ones, I've got all these different ones because, when you're standing on your feet for,
all day, definitely
12, 14-hour days in the shop, you've got to protect your feet. So that's why I've always worn sneakers. Like I only own 2 pair of dress shoes and I've got about 20 to 30 pairs of sneakers. So
hey, so what else you got to show me tonight, mate?
The other ones.
I know you've done your homework.
The other ones I got were I bought these back in 1999, and these are actually the original Jordan Trunners that you guys posted. That you guys posted up about I'd say about a month ago, and Joel just bagged them out.
I was trying to get him to like them, and he wouldn't like them. I was trying to get around the Jordan rules.
As you can see, it's got the original soles with the knob in there.
Wow.
They're really cool. But the problem was I wore them about a month ago, and the soles started falling apart.
Yeah, how were they like to run in?
They were brilliant because, as I said, with my foot condition, they've got the really low bit here. So I've got really bony ankles as well. And it was my podiatrist at the time just said they're actually the best shoes that you can have because with my orthotics that I do have, I don't have to worry about sort of rolling my foot or anything like that because it keeps my foot steady. And all I got to do is just go for the sort of soles and all that. So I used to play basketball on those.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, and then, I found it really great, but, then because I slide my foot when I, go up for a layup or anything like that. And I'd scuff the front of it and it would really annoy me. So I bought 2 pairs and I bought those from footlocker.com back in 1999. So I bought those from the States because in New Zealand, you just couldn't get cool shoes. And, I'm like, I just want, I want a different colorway. So I had those and I went for and the other ones I used to play in and wear all the time as well were the Superstar 2Gs.
Don't know those.
So that Joel was talking about it on the previous episode, one of your previous episodes, the pro models that Kyle Lowry wore at Christmas time. They were the patent leather red ones. They were really, really cool. But I had a pair of black ones of those. I started off with a pair of blue ones because they were the only ones that Rebel Sport in New Zealand used to bring in.
Yep.
But then I found I bought a pair of white ones and a pair of black ones from Foot Locker. Yeah, because you couldn't get cool shoes in New Zealand. So Foot Locker in East Bay, we were buying off there. Back in,
East Bay's always good. East Bay's always great.
And we're talking dial up as well. This is early. So and I didn't have a computer. So if I wanted to go buy something, I've got my credit card. I'm working.
Library.
Mate, I'd go in there. You'd go in and would go hard. You go. Oh, I want a pair. I want to get a. Yeah, I wanted the Michigan shorts, the yellow ones, because I'm talking Fab 5 days. Jalen Rose, Chris Webber. So I actually got a Jalen Rose Michigan singlet.
Oh, which color? Yellow and the yellow.
Yellow. We bought it down at there's a singlet shop in Southlands that used to be down just in Hyatt, and they've now moved into Southlands.
Exactly. That's a good store on the corner. I know that's got a great range. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So I went in there one time and I said, "Oh, there's a Jalen Rose singlet. I've got to buy it." So bought it. My wife goes, "Well, it's a couple of weeks till Christmas. We'll get my grandmother to give it to you." So not my grandmother, but my mother-in-law. She gave it to me, and I'm like, "So do I get the money back?" And she's like, "No."
So you bought your own gift. You actually
I bought my own gift, and then the following year, my wife got me a North Carolina Jordan one.
Nice.
So I was like, "This is awesome," and then after watching a couple of because I just loved the old school singlets, and I watched the I Hate Christian Laettner doco on ESPN.
Goodness,
so 11 o'clock at night, I'm on eBay scrolling, and I bought myself a Christian Laettner Duke singlet.
Oh goodness, I loved Christian Laettner when I was growing up.
Oh, he was the man, especially when he kicks people.
Oh, remember we used to watch it here, and I had to be on ABC TV. It was late at night. I had a guy named Don Lane. It was just the worst. Yeah, the worst for us.
When I moved over in 2000 from New Zealand to Australia, one of my clients, when I was working in Richmond, used to have all the old school basketball on. He still have it on video cassette.
Yes. Yeah.
So Joel's just replying, "Trunners are trash."
We just ignore Joel. Don't worry, we'll talk about him in a minute.
And so we've got all those old school DVDs, and I was hooking up not DVDs. This is VHS.
Yeah, to record.
I was hooking up the 2 VHS and recording it onto it so I could keep it myself. So it was like old Fab 5 games, old the Duke Kentucky game from '92, all of that sort of stuff. I had all that, and then when I came back from London, I brought all the VHSs back over with me because I love old school basketball, and got them made into DVDs. So I've got all those on DVDs.
Oh, you got them on DVDs? Because we've got I reckon we've got a couple of hundred VHSs, my brother and I. Yeah. We used to have them all, and we just got them in boxes at mum and dad's. I'm so scared to even look. I reckon most of them are probably trash at the moment.
Yeah, so I got them put onto DVD. So I've got there's the North Carolina Arkansas from '95.
Nolan Richardson, the coach. Yes, I know exactly.
Yeah, and Stackhouse and Rasheed Wallace for North Carolina, and we've got because then they lost. That was the semi-final, and then Arkansas lost to UCLA in the final with Ed O'Bannon and.
UCLA had the O'Bannon brothers, and they had
Tyson Tyson Ennis. Oh, I can't remember his last name.
Tyson Ennis. The young small point guard. Yes, I know. We could talk forever.
Yeah, so that was cool, and so I loved all the old school basketball. So
we might have to get you on. We might have to get you on a longer interview. Have you got any more runners you want to show me before we finish up?
The other ones I've got are my '89 flights.
Look at those; they are classics.
I bought these back in 2000 as well, sort of when they did the re-release of them. So these are the ones I actually played in as well. So they're pretty special to me. And so if I ever do go around and shoot around, I play in those.
Yeah, they're good. They're in great condition too. You've done really well, kept those well.
Yeah, I've got another pair in New Zealand, which were the re-release of the Air Force Ones.
Yep.
But I bought those in London. It cost me £150 for a pair of shoes.
Goodness.
It's like the most I paid for a pair of shoes. But
That's
I
the
got
least
those.
Joel pays. Joel pays that. That's his standard price. That's starting price for Joel.
But the thing is Joel doesn't like to save money on anything. He just likes to spend it. So if I had money like that, I'd be spending it. So, but I got the Air Force One, the high tops, but it's got the Rasheed Wallace design on the side.
Yes, they are fantastic.
So
that's a great get. That's a great
yeah.
get.
So that when it's in the North Carolina colorway as well, the white ones with the blue with the strap at the top and the Rasheed and that. So they're so I left those in New Zealand. So every time I go back to New Zealand, I wear those with a pair of jeans. So, but
they're
yeah,
your New Zealand stash. You sound like Luke,
yeah.
one of our guys.
Hey, no, they're just at Mum's house.
Oh, at Mum's house. Excellent. Luke has them all over the place. Hey, can I just say thank you? Your preparation tonight was second to none. That's more preparation than Joel's done for 3 seasons.
I could talk for more and more if you want.
I'm going to get you on for an extended interview. That was amazing, mate. I think, like I said, Joel's in trouble. Yeah, he's got knowledge and history. His position's in jeopardy.
Well, I hooked him up with Finding the Soul Provider book.
Yes, he loves that book.
When I was in London, they did an exhibition with the Soul Provider. So I've got all the old school photos, actually printed out from when I went, because that was before digital cameras. And I went to the exhibition of it and bought the book there. And they had they had the whole range of Jordans up to the 2000s, so it would be 14 or 15s. And they actually had game-worn Jordan 1s that he had.
That would be amazing, wouldn't it, to see it?
And then they had a pair of Dikembe Mutombos and all that sort of stuff. So.
Yes. Hey,
but it was all
Joel's
based on Nike.
Right? Joel, I've been telling Joel I want to get you on. He's been hiding you, so don't listen to him. He says he's been trying to get you on. He's been hiding you. You're a hidden gem. Hey, thank you so much, man. I'm going to get you on an extended interview. I'm going to get Max here to put you on. Thank you so much for this.
No problem,
I'm going to get you on in a couple more weeks.
Cool.
Thanks for joining me, Evan. We will speak
really
soon, man. Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Cheers, mate. Thanks,
That's filling the kicks for tonight. If you want to be in Evan's spot, you just DM me and we'll get you on. Evan will probably be here a lot more. Joel, we just want to let you know this is probably your last day that you'll be with the old blokes. Anyway, be good. We'll speak to you soon. Thanks, buddy.
See you, mate.
See you, mate.